So, new video format. I've been watching commentary YouTubers for quite a while now. People like Optimus, Pegasus, all those kind of people. I've been watching for quite a while now, and I wanted my slice of the commentary pie. So this is what this video is. My attempt at one. This isn't my first attempt. This is actually like my second. The first one I had to cut simply because I was an idiot and actually didn't read the article. You know. Um, yeah, beforehand, so there's that, but yeah. So anyway, 2020 has been a shite year, to put it bluntly. You've had what? Let's just go over it. The major one, pandemic, has made a way across the world, putting basically everything on standstill. The Black Lives Movement started, love it or hate it. I mean, I'm all for Black Lives Matter. I mean, this is not what this video is about, so I'm kind of getting sidetracked. But I'm all for Black Lives Matter, but I ain't for the side that is like shining lights into people's own and breaking shit. But like the piece, like everything else, I'm for. Just stop harassing random people. It's gonna make people hate your movement. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, 2020. And World War. Oh no. Hang on, am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, Kim Jong Un was thought dead, and his sister might have, took control. That was mean to hell. Good lord, I was generally. That was a weird time. And World War III almost started at the beginning of this year, so that was something. And now it nearly started again. All yet again because of Trump's, I guess, just, I don't know, rash decision making, to say the least. So the article reads as follows: Trump asked for options on strike on Iran nuclear site. Oh dear Lord above. I I cannot believe this. I, there's been a lot of shit with Iran. Three major incidents to date, really. First, back in 2018, Trump left the nuclear treaty that a couple of superpowers of the world signed with Iran, which basically kind of just gave them limits on some of their nuclear power, stuff like how much uranium, which is the cause of this entire drama situation. We'll get into that later, but yeah, so Trump left that treaty, imposed some limitations, I believe, economics, again on Iran, which like was before the treaty. The whole point of the treaty was we'll get rid of these limitations as long as you sign this nuclear treaty, basically preventing you from, um, what was it? Fuck me. From having nuclear weapons. So yeah, Trump first left that, imposed the limitations again, trying to force Iran's hand on making a new treaty with the US. Big surprise it didn't fucking work. Um, and then, beginning of this year, a drone incident happened where he bombed and killed one of the leading generals of Iran. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But yeah, so it's been quite the hell of a year. And now you've almost got bombing a nuclear site, which, gee, oh, come on, man. Like there is rash decision making, then there is Trump. And yes, they were breaking a treaty, but one, it was a treaty that he left, so it was kind of his fault that they decided to do this anyway. I reckon if he stayed in the treaty that the US signed back in 2015, this might have not been an issue at all, but here we are. Two, you probably could have done this more diplomatically instead of going straight for the missile option. Trump is the beneficiary of I was elected to lead, not to read. Anyway, back to the article. President Donald Trump asked senior advisors last Thursday about potential options for attacking Iran's main nuclear site, U.S. media reports. The advisors warned him that military action could spark a broader conflict. Officials were cited saying the White House has not commented on the accounts of the meeting. It took place a day after the global nuclear watchdog said Iran's enriched uranium stockpile was 12 times that was permitted under a 2015 nuclear deal. The landmark recorded saw US and five world powers give Iran relief from crippling economic sanctions in return for limits on sensitive activities to show it was not developing nuclear weapons. So that's literally what this is about. The 2015 that Trump left back in 2018, because he thought it was bad from the start, and so eventually it was kind of just Iran basically was stockpiling uranium. I believe enough uranium to get 2 nuclear missiles, so that's a bit of a threat. But still, if the threat is they're building nuclear missiles, Trump, there is a thing called mutual destruction, meaning if you fire a missile, they'll probably fire one of the alleged nuclear missiles. Again, it's not theorized that that's what it's not, as far as my knowledge is concerned, it's not official that this stockpile of uranium was going to be used for some nuclear weapon missiles, some IMBMs, shit like that. But it's not deconfirmed. It's all hearsay, pretty much. It just so happens they seem to be breaking. Just because the US left this deal back in 2015 doesn't mean it's still not there. Other countries did sign it along with the US, so other countries have the power to uphold this. So Trump really shouldn't be butting into this business. It should be the other countries' deals. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I haven't really done much research into it. So yeah. President Trump abandoned the deal in 2018, saying it was defective at its core, and rescinded the U.S. sanctions in an attempt to force Iran's leaders to negotiate a replacement. God, I can't read. They have refused to do so and retaliated by rolling back a number of key commitments, including those on productions of enriched uranium. U.S. President-elect Joe Biden will take office on the 20th of January. He has said he will consider rejoining the nuclear deal so long as Iran returns to full compliance and commits to further negotiations. So yeah, so basically, it's well-known fact that Trump has lost this election. It's nothing new. He's lost. He's really salty about this, and he's lost. There's really no proof of election fraud, and I love some Trump supporters' responses to that being, "Oh, do you have proof that he hasn't done voter fraud?" It's like, that's not how accusations work. Provide proof for an accusation. That's how literally every accusation goes. The defendant can prove if accusation. Oh my god. Trump has his own cult, and he can legit start an own cult. I swear they think he's like the second coming of Christ. God, man, people are gullible. So many people. Last Wednesday, the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, published a report saying Iran's stockpile of low-enriched uranium had reached 2,442 kilograms, 0.9 kilograms, sorry, I forgot the 0.9, and that is 5,385.6 pounds, far above the 202.8 kilogram limit set under the deal, and theoretically enough to produce 2 nuclear weapons. Yeah, so they have gone, not even double above the limit. That's 1,000 times above the limit. No, that's 10 times above the limit. My math has sucked. So, they have broken this deal, but it's just scary to think that Trump's first reaction was just bomb him. Like, just bomb the site where the uranium, I think, is stored and processed. I think it's like the only um site, like nuclear site, Iran is allowed to have under the nuclear deal back in 2015. So they were hit hard by this deal. To be fair, but it's just like they have gone 10 times above the limit, like nearly maybe 15 times. I can't be asked to do maths right now. Someone in the comments tell me exactly how much they've gone over. Like, this is stupid. The IAEA also said Iran has finished moving a first cascade of advanced centrifuges which are used to enrich uranium from above ground plant at its nightstand enrichment facility to the underground plant. The nuclear deal says the underground plant cannot be used for advanced centrifuges. So like they are majorly breaking this deal, which is fair and all, but it's still, I can't. Yeah, so it's partially Iran's fault. Like, I can't ignore the fact that Iran is at fault here, because it is. It definitely is at fault. I mean, it's terribly broken this deal, but again, I'm not too sure on the matter, but I'm pretty sure Trump really doesn't have a say on what they can do, and also, missiling them, could World War III, like, this entire situation is just a press here to start World War III button, and that's terrifying. Like, we're nearly done with 2020. Can you fucking stop? Can you please just stop? But anyway, man. New Times reported on Monday that Mr. Trump had discussed how to respond to the IAEA report at a meeting at the Oval Office with top national security advisors, including Vice President Mike Pence, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, Acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller, and General Mark Milley, the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff. U.S. officials familiar with the meeting said the president had asked to be briefed about the options for a strike on Iran's main nuclear site, an apparent reference to Natanz. Like, it's just scary how his first, call to action was bombing them. I mean, it's a nuclear site, so I'm going to assume that's going to cause a pretty big nuclear explosion, even if it's just a normal missile. I'm pretty sure if you blow, like, I mean, let's think of, what was it called? I can't actually remember the place that blew up back a little while ago. Fuck, it was that power plant in Ukraine? Something like that. I can't actually remember. Fuck me. Yeah, like, remember that? That was just a normal explosion. And that, that caused a nuclear explosion. That literally left the world pretty much, like, not fucked. But, like, over here, specifically in Britain, lamb is now forever expensive because the lambs actually, like, sheep got poisoned from the atomic fallout. It rained radioactive rain over here, and the sheep ate grass, got radioactive poisoning, and then lamb was super rare and super expensive, and it still is. And like, blowing this up could, of course, at least something like that happen. It's just insane to me that was his first reaction. He didn't even. I'm just glad there was some people with an actual IQ in there that was like, maybe let's not bomb a nuclear filled thing that could even be worse than that nuclear power plant exploding in wherever the fuck it was. I can't remember for the life of me where it was. Devisers argued that the military action could lead to a broader conflict in the region in the last weeks of his presidency, according to officials. He asked for options, they gave him the scenarios, he ultimately decided not to go forward, one official told Reuters, a news agency. Another told the Wall Street Journal that that a conflict with Iran end badly for everyone involved. Iranian government spokesman Ali Rabai warned on Tuesday an action against Iranian nation would certainly face a crushing response. The US and Iran came close to war with this January after Mr. Trump ordered a drone strike in Iraq that killed top Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani. I don't know how to pronounce that. Saying the Revolutionary Guards general was responsible for the deaths of hundreds of American troops. Iran responded by firing ballistic missiles at Iraqi military bases housing US forces. No Americans were killed, but more than 100 were diagnosed with traumatic brain injury. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, World War III almost started again because Trump is a rash decision maker and just really doesn't think of the big picture. Like, not only could this have started like an actual nuclear war if Iran was actually building nuclear missiles, this could have ended the entire world, and it's not even that big of a news. I mean, this just was reported today, so I expect a lot of big commentary YouTubers to probably talk about it. I mean, the videos could be uploading now, for all I know. But yeah, yeah. So as I said, I'm trying out this new stuff. I know my mic's not the best and shit, but let me know how I did in this video. I've always wanted to do commentary stuff. I would love your feedback and your opinion of just this entire scenario in the comments. Like, what do you feel? Who's more in the wrong? I ran for breaking this treaty back in 2015 and having just at least 10 times more than what they're allowed, or is Trump more in the wrong for just immediately going to bomb, not like trying like actually solve anything through diplomatic process? And let me know how I did in this video. Apart from that, guys, I will see you all in the next video, whenever that is. A lot of stuff's happening in my personal life, that's why uploading has been sporadic, to say the least. Also, I'm going to restart the Terraria expert thing to only have me. I feel like it'll just help the upload schedule a lot, because HPOM hasn't been online for the last couple of days, so I can't really record the world with him anymore, so I'm just going to restart it with myself. So that will hopefully be coming out this, hopefully, Wednesday, so tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a lovely evening. Stay safe, y'all.